The modern professional landscape is not merely changing, it is in a state of perpetual, accelerating flux. While global events highlight this turbulence, the true drivers are enduring forces like technological disruption. The central challenge is no longer about recovering from change but learning to adapt and flourish within it. The key to this is developing an agile mindset, a cultivated approach to thinking that allows you to ride complexity, pivot between ideas with ease, and find genuine excitement in continuous learning. This book outlines 5 interconnected pillars to build this essential capability, transforming uncertainty from a threat into your greatest arena for growth. Resilience forms your foundational armor against the unpredictable shocks of the work world. It is not a passive toughness but an active toolkit built on confidence, adaptability, and mastery. Confidence is the inner belief that you can handle unforeseen challenges, akin to approaching a difficult puzzle knowing you will find a solution. This is exemplified by companies like Spotify, which, facing a crisis, trusted in its ability to identify and tackle new problems head-on. Adaptability is the skill of turning missteps into progress, a principle embodied by leaders like Elon Musk who relentlessly seek feedback and refine their approaches. Mastery provides the calm within the storm, allowing you to leverage core strengths during chaos, as demonstrated by Lego's dramatic turnaround by refocusing on its fundamental understanding of play. Together, these elements forge a resilience that is proactive and dynamic. With resilience as your base, the next step is to increase your cognitive flexibility, the mental dexterity to think differently and reframe situations. This begins by prioritizing mental agility as your default mode. It involves recognizing patterns, seizing emergent opportunities, and handling sudden shifts, all while moving seamlessly between these tasks. It is the confidence to pivot without having all the answers up front. Crucially, this flexibility requires a radical rethinking of failure. Rather than a final defeat, failure must be seen as a vital source of data and a necessary intermission on the path to success. The story of Steve Jobs, who used his departure from Apple as a catalyst for new ventures that ultimately led to a triumphant return, illustrates this transformative perspective. Techniques like the ABCDE model help structure this mindset, turning activating events, such as a setback, into effective new approaches through discipline, belief, and action. Underpinning both resilience and flexibility is the profound belief that you can grow. This is the core of the growth mindset, which stands in stark contrast to a fixed mindset that views abilities as static. When faced with rejection, a fixed mindset concludes, "I am not good enough." A growth mindset asks, "What can I learn to be better next time?" This shift turns setbacks into springboards for development. Avoiding the talent trap is essential. While natural aptitude exists, true potential is unlocked through the dedicated nurture and expansion of your skills. Leaders like Satya Nadella exemplify this by fostering a learn-it-all culture over a know-it-all culture, catalyzing innovation by believing in the capacity for growth at both an individual and organizational level. Your emotions are not distractions to be managed but a powerful source of fuel and information. Emotional intelligence is the dynamic skill set that allows you to harness this energy. It starts with self-awareness, understanding your own emotional landscape and how it colors your perceptions and reactions. From this awareness comes self-management, the ability to pause impulsive reactions and choose thoughtful responses. Beyond yourself, social awareness involves reading the unspoken emotional currents in a room, fostering empathy and smoothing collaborations. Ultimately, this culminates in skilled relationship management, enabling you to communicate with clarity and build bonds that can withstand pressure. In an uncertain environment, these human skills become critical differentiators, turning complex interpersonal dynamics into sources of strength and endurance. Finally, an agile mindset is activated and sustained through the power of connection. Strong professional relationships are the bedrock upon which mental agility is built. On an individual level, fostering genuine collegial bonds creates psychological safety, an environment where people feel secure to share ideas, give honest feedback, and ask for help without fear. This authenticity is the breeding ground for true innovation. At the group level, positive connections between teams and departments break down silos, allowing for the seamless flow of information and collaborative problem solving. When people are connected by a shared purpose and mutual support, they can navigate ambiguity together, combining their cognitive and emotional resources to overcome challenges that would overwhelm any individual. In essence, thriving in today's world requires a holistic rewiring of how you approach your work and yourself. By systematically building resilience, training your mind to be flexible, adopting a belief in your own growth, intelligently leveraging your emotions, and cultivating deep connections, you construct an agile mindset. This is not a single switch to flip but a continuous practice. It equips you to meet constant change not with anxiety, but with curiosity, competence, and a collaborative spirit, transforming uncertainty from a source of stress into your most powerful opportunity.